Well, if you live anywhere in Nairobi City, you are aware, you are familiar with the loud music and noise that comes from bars and revelers tending to these nightclubs and enjoying themselves. But now, the governor of Nairobi, Johnson SAKAJA, says that will be a thing of the past because the government is moving to move away these noisy nightclubs from residential areas, and the argument is that they are preventing kids from doing assignments and homeworks at night and disrupting the sleep of those who are sleeping at night. Today, the discussion I'm having with Professor Herman Manyora is on that topic. The move to remove these nightclubs, the move to remove this noise, does it help? Is it overdue? Is it going to fix the noise problem? How are you doing, Prof?
Fine, thank you.
That is it. SAKAJA has come in like that. He's going hard on noise and nightclubs and
music. He has been told to go slow.
Yeah, he's been told. Yeah, he says the city has to change. That's why he's governor. That's his response.
It'll be a wonderful idea, but I'm not that optimistic.
No?
No.
Have you been a victim of noise yourself?
Oh, yeah, who hasn't?
It's
Who
irritating.
hasn't? Everybody, everywhere in Nairobi. But it's a good idea, except will it work? I hope it works. If it works, we will all celebrate. It's a good thing, because how did you even get there?
How did they end up
people, there? People, I hear that expression. How did you even get there or here? It's a very good expression.
Yeah.
How did we even get here? That you are licensed a noisy club in the middle of an estate. How did we get there? Where is it done anywhere in the world? You know, when I was growing up, our nightclubs were in the city center. Then, there's nothing in the city center anymore. Town is dead as far as nightlife is concerned.
It has moved to the residential.
Yeah, why? How?
Where families
they all close because they have no business. None of them. There's not even a single one in town, I think. All of them that I grew up seeing. There was Park on the Inn in Uhuru Park. There was Starlight where Integrity Center is now. There was Hallians on Tomboa Street. There was Garden Square. There were all those things. There was Florida 2000 with its subculture.
Florida.
I mean, all these were there. And there were wonderful places for people to go and, unwind and dance to music and feel young if they were young or
nice.
Not so young. And the bands were there. Then something happened and all these things moved to residential areas.
And they're banging loud music, Prof, every day of the week, all night.
And if you look at them, most of them have documents.
They're legal.
Have licenses. So you wonder, if this country is to move forward, I will trust the people who started by change of user, who authorized change of user.
Of this.
From residential to commercial, in the middle of an estate. I will look for you in the files and bring you from wherever you are. And have you charged and jailed. Because those are crooked.
People took advantage.
They were never even passed through the proper channel. Through the proper channel, you can't do that. And then the person who approves the liquor license, it is not one individual. There's public health, there's the police, there are all sorts of people giving approval. I will look for each one of them, wherever you are. I'll bring you and charge you.
But
and jail you.
It seems a lot of people are complicit in this issue, because let's look, for example, at the issue of bars. Mutudo brought very effective laws of when bars will be open. But these days we see police moving around in private vehicles collecting money from these wines and spirits shops to allow them to open in the wrong hours. Don't you think this is likely to transpire even with these new SAKAJA ordinances?
I never even blame the police when they go around picking 100 or so.
Yeah.
It's a situation we have created.
It's our own situation.
Once you create that situation, then who are they not to benefit from the situation?
They just move
around. They haven't created the situation. We have created the situation. The office of the provincial commissioner then, and I think now the regional commissioner, is responsible, or was responsible then, and I think now the counties are responsible for licenses. We just need to put down the rules. Here they are. For you to have a liquor license, these are the rules. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you don't meet, you go home. So that we don't get to a situation where we have people operating bars in residential areas and making a lot of noise.
Yeah, because you
so
find
lack of seriousness, I would say.
You find downstairs there are families, upstairs it's a club, second floor it's a church, and the club and the church are competing for prime time, night time.
That's what I'm saying. This country must do two things. One, we must learn to be serious. And the two, which is very much more important, we must have love for each other and love for country. When people love the country, they love each other. Some of these excesses you see, they are born out of greed.
And selfishness.
Out of selfishness.
Glutton.
Yeah, people are not willing to work with others. People are not willing to live with others. You think you'll be happy if this world you are left alone. Yeah. You make
all the money.
You make all the money. You don't even ask yourself, how will the world will be if it's you alone?
Right.
So I think we must be serious. We must love your neighbor. If you love your neighbor, surely you cannot put a club next there when this man has children.
Tomorrow the
kids make money.
Cross over and go to.
Because you want to make money. I think even the vices that the clubs bring, because people come from clubs, the sort of things they are doing outside the clubs, and the children are watching.
Yeah. Right now, school kids are home, and some
teenagers are seeing adults doing all manner of things. And surely we must have respect for ourselves. Yeah. So SAKAJA is supported, but I have my doubts as to whether he'll go far.
You'll be able to do it.
Yeah, no, I have my doubts.
And you're saying the whole issue of people putting money above everything it comes from a selfish point, not thinking about others, thinking about your money first.
Yes. Without knowing that the world can only be a good place if we all exist in it.
Yeah.
If you love your neighbor. If you don't love thy neighbor, the world can never be good. Because you pollute the environment, thinking it is only those ones who are being affected. But things in life have a way of coming around. Life is cyclic in nature. I was running a business those days, and the police used to disturb me a lot.
For licensing and stuff?
If it's not licensing, it was this hotel industry, these clubs and what have you.
Yeah.
If it is not the license, maybe you have delayed for a week or so. It is about opening time, it's about this and the other, it's about the workers not having uniform, it is about every manner of thing, including ile kujitafutia. So one day I called the inspector. He came and I put him aside, called him aside. And I told him, my friend, you and I come from the same part of the world. You come from the same part of
the world. Not the country.
The world, which is the country.
Yes.
Which is Kenya. Which is Western Kenya, meaning we are both Luyas. I told him, my friend, I am closing this business because of you. I am closing this business because of you because it has become too much.
You told him point blank. A government inspector.
Yeah. I am in bed trying to sleep. Those days of those telephones of you'd have one at the bedside. Police wameingia.
You have to wake up and run.
Say no. So I told him, I want to give you a little lesson and please listen to me. First of all, I told him, at my level and your level, we are supposed to be operating as people who know what's going on. I'm the sort of person, if you have visitors, you come to. Hey, Manyora niko na visitors. Nakwambia shika hii chupa mbili ya whiskey, go and give them. And vice versa. If I need something, that's our level. But you have chosen to use your police officers to come and harass me, a fellow countryman. So I want to tell you this. You do this, you have these people arrested because they go to jail, they go to Makadara and they are jailed, some of them. You think you are doing very well. Do you know what? These boys who are then jailed, they pick all manner of diseases from jail. That was before Moody Award came to improve the jail conditions. People must always thank Uncle Moody. Conditions in jail were so bad that you went to industrial area and within 2 weeks you had TB. Yes. And there were HIV. And so I tell that boy you are pushed there. When he leaves jail 6 months, you don't know he will meet your daughter.
Uh-huh.
I told him, or even your wife for that matter. He almost shot me. I told him you can shoot me. I don't
You
care.
must have been angry, bro.
I said, I told you I'm telling to you and I know you have a gun. You go ahead and shoot me.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you because I'm annoyed.
And it will happen.
Life has a way of
Going around.
Yeah, so even the money
Full
you make
circle.
from these noisy clubs, the people you destroy around there could find a way of injuring you. They could not read around there, so they became crooks. They became touts, and your daughter admires the touts. You know how touts sometimes dress. Some of them are really mature and what.
I look like Mau Mau.
You've seen girls from good homes, girls from rich families.
They like bad boys.
Going with these touts. So the boy you destroyed there is now going to destroy your daughter.
And it's going to come
Who
back.
stops going to Kenya High, going with this tout. And this tout is a tout because you planted a club next door. So it spoiled him.
So they're going there to drink.
Life is cyclic. People should stop being short-sighted. They should know that what goes round
comes round.
And you destroy other people's children, those you have destroyed will interact with your children. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And have your children destroyed. So unless you are so myopic, you can't see how life works. So let love prevail. Let's love thy neighbor. You love your neighbor. And because life is like that, love will then spread around. And life will be better for everybody. This country will be a good place to live in. But a few people who are greedy, they think,
they think they can live alone.
SAKAJA is right, but I doubt he'll succeed. I pray for him.
Pray for him.
Yeah.
That he prevails.
Yes.
But he's been told that he needs to slow down and listen. All right, folks, we've come full circle on the discussion today on the issues of noise around residential areas from clubs and all those places. And Prof says what goes around does come around. We will see you next time. This is Let's Talk Love Kenya.